I woke you up. I'm sorry. Oh, puppy. Oh, hi, sweetie. Real quick, before this video begins, I know I've made this video in the past, but I was looking back on it, and it was complete trash, man. I mean, it looked like I was in a freaking earthquake. The camera was shaking all over the place. You couldn't tell what I was looking at, what I was trying to show you, and it was just really, honestly, an embarrassment. And I know you guys are interested in this because on the last video with Facecam, you guys are all talking about the room, so I want to show you guys in detail what I'm working with here and maybe give you a little behind the scenes of Neilogical. Maybe show you my editing setup because I know a lot of you guys have questions like that in the comments. How do I start YouTube? Well, maybe I can answer some of your questions today. So, what do you say we do this the right way? How did I do that in one take? I have no idea. Anyway, on with the show. All right, where to begin? Well, I guess this is as good a place as any. I guess I'll just go in a circle and we'll start, of course, with the play button right behind me, so I can just turn around and look at this thing, and I often do. I still can't believe that I have one of these things. It's all thanks to you guys. It's amazing. They have a new one now. Of course, right after I get mine, they have this new fancy one. I'll throw it on screen so you can see it. I think it's pretty slick, but I think I have to pay like 200 bucks if I want the new one, which kind of sucks, but you know, I'm just happy to have one at all. On to 1 million subscribers, then I can get the big gold one. If you haven't subscribed, now's a pretty good time to. And then we have my door, which is not completely covered in foam. I know, I'm working on it. Actually, there's a lot of places that I need to work on. The foam just straight up fell off here. It looks terrible, I know, and people call me out on it, rightfully, but just know, it's on my to-do list. It's just, I got other stuff to do. Here's my PAX badge. Had a ton of fun at PAX. If you saw me and didn't say anything, shame on you. You should have came up and hugged me. I would have said hi to you. Anyway, I'll be at PAX again. So if you do go, say something to me. I'd love to meet some of you guys. And to our left, we have the Simon Stalenhag. I still don't know if I'm saying that name right, but my favorite artist by far. He paints like retro sci-fi. I really don't know what genre you would call it, but they're all very futuristic, but also very nostalgic at the same time. I guess that's a good way of explaining it. He's kind of known for landscapes, but I like this one just because, I don't know, he's like a guy that found this alien thing and he's trying to plug it into his computer. And I think the RGB lights from like IKEA, I think they're like 15 bucks. Really kind of makes it cool looking. I mean, it might be a little bit over the top with the lights in here, but I don't know, it's my style. I like it. Sue me. And then if we go down, I have a pillow for napping, which is what I usually do when I'm rendering stuff. Half the time I'm working, I'm actually just rendering stuff. And then we got the puppy. Suki, can you say hi? Oh, I woke you up. I'm sorry. Oh, puppy. Oh, hi, sweetie. Hi, how you doing, huh? This is Suki, my Shiba Inu. She's still a puppy, but she's so freaking sweet. Look at her. Look at that little snoot. Anyway, all right, so right here, we got Tabletop's bag of goodies. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just a bag filled with everything that makes our life great. This camera is usually in here. We have a bunch of lenses. If any of you guys care about this stuff, we got a few Rokinon Cine lenses. I think this is a 34. Yes, I labeled all of them. We got the 34, the 24, and I believe the 85. Yes, 85. And then a couple other lenses and just a bunch of plugs and mics that make us be able to do what we do on Tabletop. If you're not subscribed to Tabletop, by the way, you should definitely do it. I pop up in there from time to time. It's basically a short film kind of channel. But yeah, if you're into short films and like comedy skits and stuff like that, it's a great channel. I think they're doing just awesome and they're killing it and they deserve a lot more recognition. So if you have the time, definitely check them out. And there's actually something pretty cool about this couch. There's these straps down here, and if I pull them out, let's see if I can do this with one hand. If you pull it out, you can actually turn it into a bed. Hold on, give me a second. There we go, I got it. Yeah, it turns into like this sick bed thing. I don't know, it was pretty cool. And it's really good for like a confined space like this. I didn't have a lot of room, but sometimes I like to sleep. So, I mean, it's essentially perfect for that. All right, so on to the actual setup. We got a basic IKEA chair. Not the most comfortable thing in the world. I should probably replace that. It's getting a little old now. I feel like I might fall out of it any day now. All right, so the keyboard. This would be a Ducky Shine Zero. I believe I got it years ago when I built my first PC. It still lights up blue. It's not RGB or anything that the fancy kids have nowadays, but it is very clicky. And I love it. It's probably not the best for videos, but I just can't give it up, man. Maybe someday, but for now, the ducky stays. And then we got a basic Xbox One controller. This is what I use most of the time when I am recording BeamNG. It gets the job done, but someday I might have, I don't know if you can see it, but I do have a Logitech G27 under there. I might have to dig that up someday soon so we can get some wheel action up in here. And then we got an MX Master Pro from Logitech. I love this thing. It's wireless. I mean, I know some people's opinion on a wireless mice. Is it mouse or mice? I don't know. Opinions differ, is what I'm saying, but I like wireless. It gives me more freedom and less desk space because I don't have a lot of desk space, and a lot of it is already taken up by wire, so one less wire sounds good to me. And then we got deodorant, because I don't know why that's actually here, but I've been using it down here because it gets very hot and sweaty when you're just yelling at your computer screen for hours on end, so it comes in handy. And I'm a very, very sweaty boy, so it does come in handy. And then behind that, we have the Google Home Mini, which controls basically everything in this room, and I love it. And then, of course, you got some batteries, which I switch out like freaking magazines in a gun. It seems like this controller just sucks up batteries, and I didn't even know Polaroid made batteries, but I guess they do, and they work pretty good. And then for the screen, we have a BenQ, just pretty generic monitor. I'm gonna upgrade to at least 1440. I want to get a 1440p 144 hertz monitor soon. I just haven't had the chance to do it. What do we got on the screen here? Is that, oh yeah, Jeff Favignano. I love this dude. If you haven't checked him out, he makes pretty similar content to me, but he does a lot of GTA stuff, and his LSPDFR videos are just amazing. By the way, if you want to see LSPDFR on the channel, let me know down below. Anyway, Jeff, if you're watching, I love you. Please collab with me. As for the other monitor, this is just an even more generic Dell from like elementary school computer lab in like 2007. It's awful, but it's a second screen, I guess. So I usually got that vaporwave background too. I love it. And then we got a candle. It's not lit right now, but I'm a real candle man. So always got to have a couple candles. There's another one back there and a couple lighters, just in case you want your room to smell. What is this? What does that say? Linen fresh. So I guess it smells like clean clothes. All right, we got a mic arm. I'll try to put most of this stuff in the description if you want to buy it. This is a Rode P something. I forget what it's called, but it holds up a mic. And for my mic, we got an Audio-Technica AT2035, which is plugged into that Focusrite Scarlett. And it gets the job done. I've heard people say that there's break on them a lot, but I haven't had any problems, and I've had this for quite a few years, and it still is going strong. So until it breaks, that's what I'm sticking with. But I do want to switch mics pretty soon. I want to get a Shure SM7B. So if anybody has one and can vouch for its goodness, let me know. And we got a gross freaking pop filter. There's like food on that. That's gross, man. It like flew out of my mouth or something. That is basically disgusting. That is awful. And as for the lights, we have one studio light. I don't really need more than that because I only use it when I'm live streaming, but I do want to do more face cam stuff, so maybe it'll come in handy. It was just the cheapest one on Amazon, and it seems to get the job done. And then I basically just went to Best Buy, asked the dude, can you just give me some speakers that work for like under $100? So he handed me these Bose, and they say what you want about Bose, that they're the Apple. I've heard that they're the Apple of speaker companies, and I kind of agree with that, but they do the job pretty well, and I don't have any problems with them, so I'm going to keep using them. And then we have a lamp. Not exactly a Pixar lamp, but it kind of looks like it. I don't know. I love Pixar, so if I could get one of those Luxor lamps, I would just be the happiest boy in existence. And you see that right there, that big black cube? That is a 6 terabyte drive, which I keep most of my videos on. I haven't even got close to filling that thing up, but yeah, that's a lot of room, buddy. And then just lazily sitting on top of my computer, we got the Elgato, which I use to record, PS4 and webcam stuff. It gets the job done. It's really good. I want to get the cam link, though, so I can just plug this camera straight into my computer without having to have these wires everywhere, but it works, I guess. And then we have the mighty Oculus just sitting on top of the computer. Probably not good for it, but I love this thing. I like the Oculus more just because of the hand things. They just fit in the hand so much better than the Vive. The Vive kind of feels like, this is going to sound bad, but it kind of feels like you're holding dildos in your hands. That's just me, though. All right, let's get this mic out of the way. I'm going to attempt to remember all the stuff that is in my computer. So let's actually zoom in a little bit on that autofocus. There we go. All right, so inside we have an i7 77K Yes, I think that's right. Anyway, it's an i7. Overclocked to 4.2 gigahertz, which is pretty good, I think. It gets the job done, especially on BeamNG. That's the power horse that powers BeamNG big time in it. It's beautiful, man. And then I got 32 gigs of Corsair RAM. It's not RGB, but it does light up white, which was kind of the theme of my build. Everything's white. It looks very clean, very nice. I don't know why the graphics card is purple right now, but anyway, that is an EVGA GeForce GTX 1080 for the win. I kind of want to upgrade to a 1080 Ti, but that thing right now is still just destroying everything I throw at it, so I don't really need to upgrade it, but I still want to because I'm one of those guys who has to have the latest and greatest. It's terrible for my wallet. It really is, but it's just the way it is. And here's what I was using. Whoa, lights. Work with me here. Here's what I was using for my webcam. It's a Logitech Brio 4K webcam. It's pretty good. But it doesn't really beat the quality of this camera. I mean, look at this wide angle. It's just glorious. I love it. If I sound out of breath, I know. I'm sorry. It's just I'm kind of fat. I'm trying to work on it. I thank you guys for calling me fat in the comments. It actually doesn't really hurt my feelings. It makes me more motivated. So really, thank you. But I'm not encouraging it, but thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so above the couch, we have a BenQ 1080p projector. This is something I've wanted for a long time, honestly, because I love the movie experience and I wanted it in my home. So that projects onto this 130 inches of pure delight. Yeah, all my friends are jealous. They always want to come over and watch movies, and I don't blame them, man. It's something else. It really is. And that mixed with this big old subwoofer, this speaker, there's one over there somewhere. There's one over there behind the couch, another one right there. And this receiver makes for quite the experience, I must say. All right, guys, so you remember how I said that this little Google Mini right here controls basically everything in this room? Well, say I want the lights in here to be a little bit more demonic, because right now they're blue and pink, but what if I want them to be red? Well, I can just say, okay, turn the lights red.
You got it, changing 4 lights to red.
And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It's the coolest thing ever. All right, Google. Okay. Dang it. Come on, work with me. Hey, turn the lights blue.
Sure, changing 4 lights to blue.
There we go. I like blue. It's a very calming color. And if you're wondering what this monstrosity in the corner is, well, this is for our movie making business. This is a Ronin M, and what it does is basically stabilizes your camera. God, that fan is loud. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off, but it does get hot in here, so sometimes I need to turn it on. Anyway, you place the camera right in this area right here, and then you turn it on, and all of a sudden, it's like the camera is floating. It's seriously magical, and it really kind of ups the production value of tabletop. Alrighty, so I think that's about it. I covered most of it. I think I did a lot better job than I did last time. If I didn't, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. So now, what do you say I let you guys check out my my editing stuff, how I edit videos? It's not that hard, but it takes forever. Alright guys, so here is my editing setup. I use Adobe Premiere, and this is a video from a couple days ago, the Reddit video. I chose this one because it's a particularly expansive edit. I mean, I know it's nowhere near some other YouTubers, but this is a lot of freaking cuts, man. It takes forever, but I was pretty happy with the end product. But yeah, this is what half my life looks like, basically, just editing these things together. All these clips turns into all this, just a jumbled mess turns into this video, and that's really what I love doing the most. A lot of people ask me, like, is it hard to be a YouTuber? Well, actually, you know what? It is, because a lot of people think that the YouTubing is, you know, you record a game and put it on YouTube. You get paid to play video games. Well, I mean, that's kind of right, but I would say actually playing the game is about 10% of the actual work. The rest is this, editing, and then waiting for it to render, and then posting on YouTube, and then thinking of the correct title and tags that are going to get you the most views, and making the thumbnails. That's another big one. So really, it's a pretty intense job, but you know, you get to pick your own hours, and yeah, but it's still a very stressful job. It's probably taken years off my life, but honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it. I love this job, and I love you guys. Alrighty, so now that that's done, I think it's time to wind down and watch a movie. What do you guys say? So, we're gonna push this in, get this out of the way. I know what you're thinking, that's probably blocking out the screen. No, it doesn't actually, just barely though, just barely. Don't look into the light of the projector. Alright, so we're gonna, oh, there it is. Oh wait, one thing's missing. Hey, kill the lights. Yes. Oops, I left that one on. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Me relaxing. I'm gonna cuddle with my dog. I hope you guys had a beautiful day. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.
You break